What's up, guys, and welcome back to my drawing stream. I'm sorry if it kind of took a little long for like the intro. It's just that not gonna lie, but I actually overslept because I kind of woke up um like 2 hours before, but yeah, I guess I was just like a little dehydrated. I forgot to turn my fan on, so uh, yeah. I apologize if I took like more than like what like two more than 2 minutes, I guess. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, welcome back to my stream. So in just like a few minutes, let me check the settings first before I actually switch to the main screen. All right, guys. All right, I should be ready now. So I'll be switching to the screen in three, and two, and one. What's up, guys? Oh goodness. Yeah, it's kind of hard to like talk like initially because I still feel drowsy. So please forgive the forgive the voice, please, because yeah, I just woke up like uh a few minutes ago, and yeah, I just like what I said earlier, I was just I actually overslept, so yeah. So once again, for those who just stopped by, welcome to my art stream. It's been a while, um it's been a while. Like I can't say much, but yeah, it's been a while indeed. Cause I've been away for like a lot of weeks, and the previous stream that I did was was the Melty Blood type Lumina stream, and it I think it was like 2 weeks ago. But the thing is, uh, I was just like so extremely busy with like personal stuff, like for example work, and and also sometimes my health, I guess. Well, it's not serious about my health, but health wise it's something like a it's something like, because usually I don't go to work when I how should I say this, like when I go to work I never eat like I just never eat like before going to work, so it kind of poses like a like something as a worrisome, right? So even my relatives was like saying, wait, are you not eating properly? And I'm just like, nah, I just don't eat because it's gonna affect my bowel movement. Like I mean I'm sure a lot of you guys sometimes don't even like eat like for their breakfast, right? You prefer to like take a brunch instead. So yeah. So for today there will be no background audio, because this is gonna be pretty much like a entirely like drawing stream. So I just hope everyone can understand that I still don't have like a personal audio, like a personal background music, because I'm still trying to like create like my own, just like what happened, like for example the Multi Blood stream like a few weeks ago. uh I actually got copyrighted by YouTube when I uploaded it. So it's actually literally pretty much my first time experiencing that, like when I actually uploaded my content on YouTube. And it actually took like a while to like just remove that content too. Like I just only clipped like a few seconds, and they had they had me wait for like what, a couple of days. That's why I'm just like, come on. If it's gonna take this long, then how am I gonna enjoy uploading on YouTube? So yeah, that's the thing about it. Oh, I made it a bit too long. Yeah, but anyways, I'm still trying to like practice on uploading more on YouTube. Like for example, like this stream is actually going to be uploaded on YouTube as well, aside from aside from just streaming here in Twitch and Facebook Live. So yeah, I just prefer to like uh I actually check like my videos on YouTube, and I've seen that it's been a while that I last updated my channel too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And also, I think, hold up. Actually, let me check my YouTube channel just in case. I just want to check, make sure first. Actually, it's also been 2 years when I started my VTubing account too. So yeah, yeah, like well, not literally like Oh, hold up. Hmm. Okay. Mm, that's the first upload here. Oh, okay, okay. So for YouTube, I started uploading content since 5 months ago. I didn't expect that to be like that recent, I guess. But for like my VTubing career, I guess I started like I'm sorry if I keep sniffing. It's just that oh my gosh, I got stressed for a bit. Yeah, I just kept sniffing because I think I might have a cold or something, but I don't think I'm that sick though. Like I don't have like any headaches and stuff. I actually went to my friend's place to like play D&D, which is one of the which it's been a while that I last played that game too. So yeah, it really is been a while. I'm sorry if I keep like pausing sometimes because it's just that my brain is still like processing like oh, I just woke up, like what should I talk about? And that's one of my what that's pretty much like one of the things that I know every VTuber is pretty much having a hard time with, like coming up with like what stuff to like talk about. But yeah, I'm sure that most of you guys still have that problem too. So yeah, let's see how it goes. All right. So for today, since we're drawing let's see, we're actually doing drawing someone. It's not gonna be me, which is going to be strictly different than what I usually draw. So yeah, um, let's see. I actually haven't saved the picture yet, so let me check first. Um, I wonder which file can I. Okay. Tr- all right. So let me just open it. Actually, I've never drawn like pretty much everyone in my inner circle of friends, like in Twitter. So yeah, I've seen a few VTubers in Twitter that I pretty much like followed ever since then. So I thought maybe I should make like a fan art of them, because just to like return my gratitude as a being their like friend, because it's just that I'm just very thankful that they're there to like interact with me, because not a lot of people are able to like because like for example um you know like 100 plus of like people in Twitter, and you only just knew like what, like a quarter of that, so like 50 people, and they're pretty much like strangers like once you meet them in online, and you don't even know them personally. So it really is like a gamble, like to pick like for example um if you're part of like their inner circle. Sometimes it does take some courage to like do that even. That's why I'm glad I was able to like know them like well, not personally, but via like mutual. I actually know this person that I am trying to draw via mutual, because I've already followed like some of their friends that I'm kind of pretty. I'm not sure if I should say close, but I'd say I'm very familiar with at this point now. So okay, I'm gonna open the file and show you guys who am I drawing today, and it is Mr. Yosan. Yeah, it's been like what? Um, Let me check. Last time I asked him about it. Okay, so I actually last checked his full character reference like from July. So it really is been a while. And it took me like what? Uh almost 2 months, I guess. Yeah, almost 2 months to like ask for like a full character reference. And also, the first time I've seen Mr. Yosan's content, I find it very interesting. He plays like a couple of like RPG games like Elden Ring and the, let's see, what's the other title? it's something like a, hold up, guys. I'd say I yeah, I'd say the recent ones for now. All right, so he actually plays like Genshin, Elden Ring, and also Vigil, The Longest Night. So yeah, it's just that recently I wasn't able to like find time to like play some of the stuff he plays. Well, except for Genshin, because that's more easier to like play. Um, well, for Elden Ring, I was just like so busy with like a lot of stuff to update my personal like data and stuff like achievement. So yeah, it took me a while to uh to like settle my stuff, like whether should I record or should I like stream this game. But considering how my Elden Ring playthroughs are, well, it's gonna be difficult to like even start. So yeah, all right, let's do some pose line warm ups first, all right? Because this is pretty much um like the beginning sequence before I actually start to draw. So it's okay if it's even like stick figures first, because remember what I said, like I actually said this like in one of my previous streams, like um if you don't do like warm-ups, then you're gonna have a hard time like making like a character um base form pretty much. So you gotta make sure to like check like what um body forms, or should you do like a weird like poses. And you might notice like I'm just mostly like quiet too, because I'm just trying to like channel in like how serious I am like drawing stuff. Okay. Oh goodness, guys. All right, let me take a sip of. I'm actually drinking C2. It's something like a green tea drink from Philippines, and it's like a lemon flavor. I actually asked my little brother to buy it for me because, yeah, I guess I was just like so lethargic recently, so yeah, it's gonna be hard to like do a drive too. Oh, someone's calling me. Just a moment, guys. I'm gonna mute this thing first. I'm sorry, guys. It's just that my brother called me. Yeah, he was just like asking like he should buy some pizza for like dinner. I'm just like, nope. You better buy some ingredients, man. I already prepped some meat for pork adobo. Yeah, we're actually supposed to be having pork adobo tonight, but well, this guy Dem-t forgot to bring the meat out. Well, I just woke up. Oh, just a moment, guys. I'm sorry about that. I actually just like gave like a big sneeze. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but I was just gulping some C2. All right, back to the warm ups. Actually, when I was at work, I tried like doing warm up drawings too, but for some reason I can't really draw that well. Like when a person is like facing this way. So yeah, I just hope I can draw um more fan arts like facing this way. Cause the last time that I did was I think I draw a fan art drawing of Ninamai Inan is facing this way, but it's something more of like this way. Like it's like she's looking at the viewer instead of like going for her vision to the right. So yeah, it's just very hard for some reason. Because usually I mostly draw my characters like facing to the left for some reason. I guess that's my comfortable side, I guess. So yeah, I mean it's possible to like flip the page to inside, so it should be easy to like flip it off and switch the perspective too. So yeah, and now I'm trying to like do like the spaces this time instead of like the usual stick figure. So yeah, I actually had a lot of stuff to like talk about too, because I've been away like a lot, and I'm not sure if I've spoken like a lot of stuff like during the melty blood stream like 2 weeks ago. So I just hope I was able to like cover like the basic stuff that I was supposed to like talk about too. So yeah. So let's start with this, all right? So actually, while I was like driving one time during work, not during work. It was like after work, so I was like heading home, right? So what happened to me was because usually whenever I drive, going home, I actually always drive to this back road, um that's pretty much very dark. So there's no like stoplights and stuff. So it's very prone to like various kinds of like fauna. So like like for example there you will encounter like raccoons or even foxes if you have like a chance of like seeing those. So when I was like driving there one night, I I actually encountered the bear. Like literally the first time I actually like experienced like seeing a bear like for the first time was just so creepy. Like oh my gosh. Cuz the thing is it was very dark, right? And also where I live we actually have like black bears in our like area where I live now. So I was just like caught off guard that I wasn't expecting like a bear to like show up, especially on that road where I mostly drive, because that back road is pretty much like faster. That's why I'm much more I much more prefer like going to that area like often. I just don't want to get into like frequent accidents because the main highways from where I live is pretty much like it's kind of easy to like get in for the highways, but like I just don't want to like, risk any like accidents and stuff. So I just prefer the back road for some safety. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much why I was that's pretty much why I mostly use the back road. Okay. Oh, okay. I just didn't realize that I'm just like drawing like comfortably like with this pose. I mean, it looks good, so I'm just thinking maybe I should use this form when drawing Yosan. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, the nape is kind of like more forward, I guess, and also the head, so I'll just move it like over here. All right. So yeah, and also when I saw the bear, like where I actually drove, when I saw the bear, it was like standing up on its two legs. So just imagine you're in a dark road, and then all right, I'm gonna clear this entire thing. So yeah, just imagine you were driving in the dark night and you're like in a back road, and then all of a sudden you see this like a moving thing that's like darker, and then it has legs and it had like a white pattern like on its chest, and it's like I'm not sure how to describe it, but it kind of seems to be thumping its like stomach, and then realizing that it's a bear. Are you supposed to like stop on your road or just keep on driving? Well, I actually kept on driving, but I sped it up. I was like, nope, X, F this, F this, oh, F this S. I'm out. I'm sorry if my terminology of like words is kind of weird, but yeah, that's pretty much the most like safe words that I can use, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Like I encountered the bear, and yeah, I just didn't expect it to be that sudden. I was even telling the story to my mom, and she was just like laughing. All right, I'm just gonna do like basic poses for Mr. Yosan. All right. I'm sorry, Yosan, if you're watching. I am sorry if I kind of butchered your character. All right. Because recently, I just find it weird. Like I just find it hard. Like having finding some good time to draw, especially nowadays. Like for some reason, I just get get I just kept on getting like for some reason I just keeping oh shit. I'm sorry if I'm sorry if I can like say it right, but it's just that I can't like process myself to like stay up awake like a lot. So in short terms, I pretty much can I pretty much have like lethargy like a lot of times, like in every week now. And I was thinking maybe it's because of work, I guess, because at work it was just like so very slow that it's even affecting like the activity of like my brain, I guess. Because at my work usually it's supposed to be busy, right? Because I'm not sure if I already mentioned it to you guys, but I actually work at a casino, and anything else is pretty much like confidential. And then the casino, well, there's not a lot of stuff going on right now because it's pretty much slow. Like there's not much activity going on. So I was like just staying in one bar. I was just like staying by the side, and I'm just like I can't wait to go home, because there's not much going on. So I was even if I go around the casino like a couple of times, I'm still gonna be bored because there's not much like stuff for me to do. Like I already got like the stock in, and pretty much cleaned up like my area. So yeah, it's pretty much like a boring like period so far after I just came from New York. Yeah, for those who don't know, I actually went to New York like during my birthday. So for those new people who just arrived, you can pretty much have a guess like where I am. And this looks bigger as usual, so oh, let me shorten this up. And the thing is with paint tools, the hard thing about it is that it there's no like measurements when you actually like shrink it down, so it's kind of hard to like manage it. So, oh goodness, I'm sorry if I just keep on like getting exhausted for no reason. And also, this is the thing too. Like whenever I draw, I always make like some space over here by the top, and that kind of irritates me a lot. So, all right. This should be good, I guess. Okay, then let's draw uh, the gravity line. What I meant by gravity line is that it's pretty much like a strong line where you pretty much um, put the base weight of the character you're drawing. So it should be like straight. Then to illustrate like how should you like draw your character. So like for example, here's the shoulders and it's gonna be like longer over here, and well the end of the gravity line that I just mentioned is pretty much just like I'd say just the end of the crotch, I guess, the crotch area, because both legs are pretty much like evenly placed, so there's no need to like worry about um drawing the lower body. And I'm just only drawing like a um basic pose for Yaosan, so and I just hope it looks okay. Please, Yaosan, forgive me if I did any mistakes. Actually, I've been like singing a lot just to like improve my singing skills. So I am still unsure if I still speak pretty well. I'm not, because usually like right now my voice that you hear right now is pretty much like my basic voice. So it kind of sounds like monotone-ish, I guess. Like I don't have much energy, I guess. I'm so sorry about that, guys. But still, I'm actually doing my best, like improving my own like speech and stuff. Like for example, I never speak like English like this good before, even before I came here to America. So yeah, there's a lot of like changes that actually happened to me, and it's for the best because I live here now, and it's been a while since I last went to Philippines, and yeah, I actually want to take a visit there anytime soon, but with the COVID situation, oh yeah, because of the sea situation. To be honest, I was trying to avoid that topic because it might tag my videos as something like oh, we gotta put like a health reminder. I'm just like, come on. I'm just here to like make my viewers enjoy my stream, all right? so so yeah, there's like a situation in the Philippines, so it's gonna take like a bunch of like extra procedures to like go outside and because from what I heard from a relative, they said it's pretty much okay, but you gotta wear a mask like often. I guess it's because of like how the population is over there, right? Like there's a lot of people, so you never know like if they're gonna get sick. And there's also like a large population of like um people in poverty too. So there's not much like healthcare being provided. That's why I'm just like very worried like for my cousins, my brothers. Yeah, I actually have brothers living in Philippines too, so yeah. And then let's see. Whew. Okay, I pretty much got the base body here. And here's also the thing, like when drawing muscles, I'm very bad at it, so I might have drawn Yosan like very bulky, I guess. So please please forgive me. Oh shoot, I cracked my voice there. Screw that. But yeah, yeah, just what I've been saying earlier. I was like practicing my singing skills too, and I'm practicing without a instructor too, cause I kind of feel like that it's much more easier if I learn how to sing by myself, you know, cause like for example, there are like natural born singers, but sometimes some singers they are very calculative about how they actually like sing. So I guess I'm more of the latter. Like even when I draw too, I'm more on the calculative side. Like for example, I always check like should I draw this like in a particular way, and most um most artists pretty much like used to just just drawing like on the spot, and I don't have that level of like I guess genius, I guess. Well, well, I can't call myself genius. I'd just say I'm more of a hard worker. That's why it's kind of hard to pretty much come up with like any stuff that I wanted to like do. No, so you can pretty much like see on my lines like it's kind of like I kind of overdid the lines a little bit. Actually, oh, yeah. I forgot to mention this, like, because I was supposed to talk about this on Melty Blood, but I made it like strictly gaming that day. So actually, I went to an anime con like after the COVID time. So yeah, it's been a while since I last went to a convention. The last convention that I went to was I think it was the 2019 or um let- shoot, I forgot which date was it. Oh yeah, 2019. So that's pretty much like before. Huh, wait, was it before? It's Oh, I see now. Okay. So I went to a con like last year, 2021, and it's the Otakon. Yeah, it's just that I didn't post any pictures because that's pretty much like doxing myself, and I don't want to dox myself. Like that's pretty much like my main role, like why I started like VTubing. Like I don't wanna reveal my identity unless I'm very confident about myself, you know. Because I've been seeing like a lot of VTubers like doing like the VTuber and the real you. I'm just like, nope, I'm not gonna reveal myself. That's pretty much like the main role. Like if whoever knows my like real life identity, please don't dox me. All right, I never did anything wrong. I'm just trying to like have fun. All right, I'm not doxing you guys either. So if I do know your personal info, then I'm just gonna stay quiet about it. Just as much as you respect my identity too. All right. That's pretty much like an unspoken rule for most VTubers anyways. Like why are you trying to like expose this person when they're not doing anything bad to you, you know? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, let's trim this part a little. Kind of looks like Yosan is kind of a little thick. Okay, so back to what I was like saying earlier. Yeah, I went to the Otakon, and and also that was the first time I actually met um not gonna lie, but I gotta say this. That was my very first time like meeting an actual like ex porn star. Like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Like, what am I gonna feel? I'm sure a lot of you guys are know this by now, like who the guest is. But the guest of Otakon 2022, one of the guests is Kaho Shibuya, and I know some of you guys know her already. For sure, for sure I know you guys already know who that person is, because you guys are like nasty bastards. But yeah, I actually saw her like when she was there. I was like, I'm gonna make sure I met her all days because I want to get to know her more, you know. Well, not on the personal level. Like I want to see her as someone like beyond what she used to do, you know. Because I know she's a streamer now, but I want to see like what what she has like aside from being a streamer, or how she does cope with like real life, you know. Because I've actually watched some few like I'm not sure if I should call it like documentaries, or like I'd say in I'd say it's more on like interviews, like about what she does deal like in real life outside of her um past, you know. Because yeah, it's very hard to like talk about that, especially in front of the person itself. So I just want to see, maybe it's just my curiosity like sipping in, I guess. But I'm glad that when I actually went to her panel, I actually went to all of her panels, which is the first one was the company gamer subs first, and then the second one is pretty much like interaction with the fans, like for her stream. But yeah, the internet was like very bad there, so I felt bad for her not being able to like stream. So yeah, and yeah, when it came to meeting her in person, like on her panels, I'm very glad to witness such an event, because I'm glad they had like the audience had like an unspoken rule too. Like we're not supposed to talk about that. Like when asking like Kaho-san like any questions regarding that. So yeah, I was just like very glad I was able to get that opportunity to like witness, like not all well most I'm sure um most people would like think of like porn stars or like, oh, they always rely they just only want to have sex or whatnot. But for me, nope, they're just only doing it for financial stability, I guess. And if they have like enough like success, then they can actually quit. It's not really like a stable job, and it also affects your health too. So why do you have to like stay, I mean, if you like the job, then yeah, sure, you can keep at it. But even so, like, it's you still gotta be careful of like what you're working on. Like, for example, if you get like STDs and stuff, and you're not doing your research well, then what happens if you actually get it from that kind of like um job from that industry? So yeah, I actually I'm actually glad that she already published like books regarding her like past on working in that industry. So yeah, I'm actually hoping to get like a copy of her book. But she said that she's gonna release an English version too. So I hope there's one, and I wanna get one, so I can see like I can see more of her insight about working in that type of like industry. So yeah, and also I get to speak with her in person. And well, the first one is kind of awkward too, because I actually talked the first time I actually like legit talked to her was when I actually participated like in a question and answer in a for the gamer subs line. So I was, instead of asking her like specific stuff like about her or whatnot, I pretty much just asked like like for the gamer subs mostly on that first day. So yeah. But when I actually went to her booth, I think it's one of the ridiculous like times that I've ever encountered too. Like, I'm sure you guys haven't heard this yet. Well, I'm not sure if you guys have already heard it, but AltaCon is pretty much called LineCon also, because of like how terrible the line was. Like, that was like the first time the convention actually exceeded the actual population of like con attendees. Like, we jumped like from 20,000 to 40,000. Like, that jump, oh my gosh. Well, it's kind of expected too, because it's already 2022, and a lot of people are like springing back from like, from isolations and stuff. So it's much more easier to like go back to cons nowadays. So yeah, I guess it's kind of expected, but it's just that it sucks that the organizers there, they didn't cooperated much with the, how should I say this, like with the hotel organizers too. Like, seriously, they didn't do stuff right. Like, they were trying to like set us for like lining, because I was like pretty much like traveling from from the dealer's booth to the artist booth. uh they keep shouting at like, oh, you gotta form your line to the right, to the right, to the right. They keep saying that. I'm just like, bruh, I'm already on the right, where should we go? Like, I think that was the time I also started like talking to like random strangers, like uh like just near me. I'm just like, what the heck are they talking about? We're already on the right, on the right. Where else can we go? We're like sardines here already. So yeah, it's just been ridiculous on how they actually ask us to like line up like in a certain way. But well, I'm not sure if they fixed it up like in between, because most of the time, like when most of the time on the con itself, I was pretty much like in cosplay. I actually cosplayed two characters. I'm not gonna reveal them, so yeah. But what I can pretty much like say in a of just to like give you guys an idea of who I actually went as. I actually cosplayed a character from Fate Grand Order and a character from School Rumble, and yeah, that's pretty much the only oh, excuse me for a bit. Yeah, that's pretty much the only like context clues that I can give. Oh, this is the moment, guys. Oh my gosh, that's a nasty sneeze. Yeah, I might take some meds later just in case. So when I go to work tomorrow, I don't have any problems. I already used up my sick leaves already, and it sucks because working at the casino sucks. Oh my gosh. But even so, it does pay good money though, so I don't have any problems with that. I mean, it's keeping me stable, so yeah. So yeah, and also cause I'm actually starting up like a certain like sideline job, so I've been starting to take photography too. So I've been seeing these like new cosplayers, and that was like the first time I've been very proactive about like talking to everyone, like um because on the well, on all days I actually ask for like a couple of like cosplayers picture, because I want to improve my portfolio on for me to like start a part like a sideline job in case something happens, just like extra money. So hold up. Um, oh, okay. So he has very short hair. So yeah, I've been asking like a couple of like um cosplayers about getting their pictures and stuff. So that was the first time I actually like asked them like oh, can I take your picture? Can I also get your consent for me to like upload it to? So yeah, it's been like I acted like I pretty much like acted like a proper like photographer. Like I always ask them um like to do some certain poses, and also um I also ask for like their consent for me to like upload their pictures. Of course, I'm not gonna give um my photography page, because that's pretty much enough to like dox me too. So nope, I'm not gonna share it too. I'm just only saying like I actually do photography also. So yeah, and well, the hardest thing about like taking pictures of like cosplayers too is that you gotta wait for their consent too. Like I'm sure maybe it's just me as a individual, because whenever I take pictures of like a stranger, like let's say it's a cosplay event, right? So even though they agreed to me like taking taking their pictures, I still feel like I still have to like ask I still have to make sure to ask their consent again like one more time, because I want to be sure that I am like allowed to like use their pictures just like for edits and maybe some other stuff, I guess. Well, I don't really use other um people's pictures without their consent anyway, so yeah, just to be sure. So yeah, it took a while. I think one of the cosplayers actually took a while because they said that my message just went through their um their like unrequested messages or something. So they didn't saw my message like about asking their consent for me to like post and tag their pictures. And just like, oh my god. But I don't mind because I'm sure I'm still an amateur photographer, so yeah, I don't mind being an artist for now. So yeah, it happens. I mean, I'm only starting, so yeah. But at least I managed to make friends, you know. I actually saw an actual like YouTuber there too. And I'm not gonna reveal their name, but you might see you might actually see them like in later if I actually ask for a call up, then it's possible that you guys might see him on one of my streams. So please hold on to that. And then I've actually seen models too. Like never knew they were actually like models or like um they're actually like pro cosplayers too. So I'm just like, oh shoot, I never thought that I would get to interact such wonderful cosplayers too. I actually met one of the best cosplayers too. Like for example, I'm not sure if you guys know this cosplayer, but I actually saw great I forgot hold up guys. Let me check her name first. So just to be proper. Yeah, her name is Gray. So well she's using uh oh Artoria Gray. Okay. I actually saw her last 2018. The first time I actually attended a con here in America, and I never knew that she was that famous when my friend, one of my like Filipino friends, who is a photographer, they said that, oh, isn't that Victoria Gray? I didn't know they were that like famous, I guess, in my country. So there's like a couple of like people that I didn't expect to be that famous, so yeah, I guess it's part of like my privilege, I guess, being able to like attend conventions here in America. So yeah, that's why I'm very glad that I was able to like meet different people here. Well, aside from like meeting like the Seiyu or the voice actors too. Yeah. And also I had the privilege to see the voice actor of Kilwa, which is Maria Ise. There we go. Because I think that if I upload this to YouTube, they might mistook how I say stuff. So yeah, I actually saw Maria Isa, which is the voice actress of Kilwa in the oh my goodness. I'm just very privileged to like witness um like seeing her like in person. Well, I'm kind of sad because I kind of arrived at her booth, like her signing booth, like a little like minutes before she stopped accepting like people to get get something signed, from her booth. So I'm just like, oh man, I'm not gonna get any pictures for sure. So but even so, I'm glad they actually like allowed us to like get our stuff signed. It's just that we weren't allowed to um take photos though. So I guess that's one thing that I wasn't able to like reach on time. And I was with my little brother, by the way, when I went to the con. We actually took like a hotel, so it's much more easier to like walk through the convention, and we don't have to like drive back home with the extra stuff bringing in. And the thing is, we not gonna lie, but we actually almost got I actually almost like ended up using most of my savings, and I didn't save enough, which kind of sucks. Cause I was not gonna lie, I actually found a booth of artist in the artist alley. I found the booth and she was selling I forgot her name though. Like, hold up, let me search on Twitter or um let's see. I forgot. Yeah, I'm just searching her name at online, so because I actually went to her I actually went to her booth. I'm not sure if that's the artist, but um let's see. I'm not sure if this is that person, but um hold up. Yeah, I'm just making sure that I got the right person. All right. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I guess this is that person indeed. Oh, he's a guy. Okay, okay. Oh, I guess it's someone else that's manning their booth, his booth. So the artist name is a Dongle E, and he actually made the the angry illustrations of like Hololive, and yeah, I actually went to their booth, and I was about to buy some Ina, Kali, and Sana keychains, but I'm just sad because my card declined. So I was out of like stuff um to like save up to like buy like for even keychains. That's why I'm just like ah. Yeah, I think that was the only time I actually regretted, I guess, like not saving too much. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, because the thing is, I mentioned that I went to New York, right? But New York is pretty darn expensive, guys. Like, bruh, I didn't expect that to be that expensive, you know? Because, well, I mean, it's okay to like splurge, that I splurged a bit when I was still in when I went to New York, because it was during my birthday time, so I can't help it, you know? So I went to Liberty and yeah, that's why I guess that's part of like why I wasn't able to like save up, you know. Let's see. Okay, he's smiling. Because usually whenever I draw characters, it's usually um like either smirking, not smoking. All right. Either they're smirking a lot or they look like evil villains. I don't want to portray Mr. Yosan to be that kind of villain that I usually draw. I mean, I draw a lot of like anti hero characters. So all right, and also you gotta think that I'm still drawing the drafts. So yeah, I'm sorry if if it's taking too long, and it's already like what more than an hour, and I'm still drawing the draft. And that's one thing that I'm still not used to, like drawing like right away. Unlike other artists, they just play it, you know. Okay. What? Hold up. Oh, okay, okay. So Yosan actually wears something like a mantle. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened, like on the convention that I attended to, which is AutoCon. It wasn't much, but yeah, I was just like extremely tired. So yeah, I was like saying to my younger brother like, "Oh, I'll be going to the dance later," cuz I wanted to attend like a dance party like for like cosplayers and stuff, but I just ended up like sleeping on it cuz I was just like so extremely tired. So, well, that's one thing that I feel very sad. And then yeah, I was just like extremely tired, like after like going to the convention and interacting with people. And I actually played like a couple of games too. Like I played what was it? I'm not sure if you guys know this game, but it's something like an arcade rhythm gaming called My My. And you gotta use your hands to like maneuver, like tapping and pretty much like patting the screen like a lot. It's kind of work intensive too, so it got me worked up to like a lot. So yeah. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so edited like a lot because I keep doing like a lot of like pauses in between. But that's okay. I mean, it happens. So, right, let's do the mantle. Hmm. All right. Yeah, I played the My My a lot, and they actually play like certain anime songs too. That's why I was like, oh man, I'm gonna keep on playing this just to like distract myself because it's been a while since I last played the game. And yeah, I've been playing My My with my little brother the convention too. So yeah, I think that's the only game I actually like stayed up to play. And it's like axe. Okay, it's like the emblem for um. Let's see. How should I do this? All right. Okay. And also, just recently, I actually went to because I was planning to do like a hangout with my coworkers. I never hang out with them so far because I was just like completely like focusing on work. So it's just that recently that I was like planning like, I maybe I should spend some time with my coworkers too, because they've done a lot for me. Like ever since I started my job there at the casino. Actually, they were also a reason why I was able to like improve like my speech on how I speak English like most of the time now. So I'm very thankful for them to be there to communicate with me. So I actually invest well before I go to like a new place because I'm still not used to like going to unknown places, right? So I drove over there and I actually checked how it was and it's pretty good. There's like a couple of like rhythm games that I wish to like play with my friends, because the one who recommended it to me was he was um he was actually a good like arcade player. So he told me like, oh, we got this place like in uh we got this place that has like a Japanese games too. So you might be interested to like come over and play. We can also play some arcade games if you want to. So it's also the guy who introduced me to like arcade games once again. So yeah, I was like, yeah, sure, we can go there. Let's hang out. But um I gotta make sure that I got my schedules right though before I actually like invite someone or yeah. So I was just pretty much like um focused on making sure I got like proper stuff to like get myself ready. All right, just a moment, guys. Whew. I actually looked at the mirror just to like check this part because for some reason this part is very hard to draw, like the elbow. And then I have to like deal with this wrist too because it kind of looks chunky. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Yosan. Oh my gosh. And I guess he also had like a Aaron Yeager shirt, but it's more of a yellow. So, yeah. I just hope someone watches my drawing streams too, because that's pretty much one of my main activities, like as a VTuber, because I'm a VTuber artist, so I should be doing like a couple of like artworks now, but so far I haven't done that much like major artworks. That's why I'm very critical of myself. Like when it like I keep asking myself like I was saying to myself like when are you gonna do like another fan art, man, or maybe like another original drawing, because usually I just draw by myself, and it kind of sucks that because of my inability to like draw like confidently, I guess, about drawing someone. Like for example, that whole live fan art that I really love, I still have like doubts on it, but a lot of my friends like it. So I'm just like, should I try it again? So yeah, I've been drawing like the Elizabeth Harmon, was it? From the Queen's game. I actually did a fan art. I posted it on Red Pixiv. Yeah, for those who don't know my Pixiv account, it's pretty much over here. I'm not sure if my mouse can catch it, but yeah, it's already labeled there on like uh on what my account number is. So if you want to check my other artworks, you can just like drop by there. Okay. And I actually saved up some few pictures of Mr. Yosan to on my phone. So yeah, let's see. All right, let's see how his shirt ends up. Oh, okay. So it's pretty much just a regular shirt. And it's much more easier to like draw like the end seams of the of a character's shirt, because you can pretty much like estimate like how much fabric folds you should do, and then just erase like the unnecessary stuff. Kind of looks like wearing, for some reason his hips looks bigger though. I'm sorry, Yosan. All right, let's make it smaller. He be looking thick. I think is I think it's supposed to be streaming today too, from what I remember. Actually, let's check it out. Um, it's already Actually, I want to drop by at CB's stream too, but I think, oh, I see. It's gonna be like 9 a.m. here, so I'm gonna be like sleeping that time too. I was actually planning to do Nah, I'm not gonna say that. That's already a spoiler. Cause I already told you guys that I actually already have like a couple of like enough content for like 2 or 3 streams already. So as much as possible, I don't want to reveal any stuff for now. Well, with the exception of this one, because I've been wanting to draw Yo-san for a while now, so that's pretty much like the biggest reveal. I wanted to draw Yo-san because it's pretty cool and he has some pretty awesome gameplays too. And it's also nice to do some artwork of your fellow VTubers, like that knows you too. So, because I'm very thankful for them. Like without them, I could have stuck in a gutter, I guess. Like I really learned a lot from their streams too. Like they have this like certain confidence that for some reason I just can't like conjure up for myself. That's why, yeah. Oh, I erased the scene part. There we go. And also the pants. There we go. I'm surprised I might be able to like finish this on time, to be honest. Cause usually, or the 1795. Oh, what's up? How should I say your name? Um, O OTRZD01795. Yo, what's up? I'm sorry if I just noticed your like message just now. It's not really a commission. It's pretty much a fan art of my fellow VTuber, Mr. Yosan. Ortiz. Oh, okay, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll just call you Ortiz then. So yeah, I'm pretty much making a fan art of my fellow VTuber friend in Twitter. His name is Mr. Yosan. He plays like a lot of stuff. Yeah, sure. Actually, I can like write it down for you, and for those who might be watching, um, his hold up, guys. Okay, so his name is John Cena. Nah. Yeah, sure. Actually, it's typed this way. There you go. So it's Mr. Yeo-san. He's a Malaysian VTuber. Yeah, he's a Malaysian VTuber. And I pretty much, oh, Yeah, I pretty much learned a lot from his streams too. Like he's very chill, but yeah. And yeah, welcome to my stream too. I think this is the first time I actually saw you tapping in chat. So yeah, and it's already been like an hour and a half, almost an hour and a half in the stream. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to like chat someone, but yeah, thank you for dropping by. Yeah, cause you oh really? Oh, welcome to Twitch. Yeah, I'd say it's kind of tricky like cuz usually I do watch most of the streams in YouTube, but I've been trying to like get in with the Twitch community also, but I guess maybe it's because of work that it's kind of holding me back. So yeah, that's why I'm mostly sticking to YouTube, I guess. But whenever my friends do stream a lot, I do check on their Twitch account as well. So yeah. So I hope you have a nice stay, and oh, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah. Yeah, it's just that it's been a while since I last did like a drawing stream, so I hope it's not very like confusing for some of my viewers, I guess. All right. So right now I gotta start the coloring. But before I start, I'm gonna try out like how the usual like people paint their stuff. Cuz from what I've observed by the way is that mm, hold up. Where's the brush? All right. Um, for what I've observed, like whenever streamers or like artists like stream their like artworks, I've noticed that they always paint it like how they always color their artwork like as if they're actually like painting it. But for me, I'm always having a hard time like actually painting stuff like right now. Um, that's why it's just been very like tricky. Like for example, I get worried like for example just to, oh actually this is my oh thank you very much. Please tell your sister that I'm very thankful. Oh, thank you very much. I'm still not used to like doing like quick sketches, so yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to like actually do the line art thingy. Because usually after I do the draft sketch, I pretty much proceed to like the to start the how should I call this? Like the line art. But in this case, I wanna do something different, you know. Like I wanna do the colors first. Actually, let's oh okay is this reserve piece opacity okay. Yeah, I wanted to do something different this time, so instead of like doing the line art this time, I gotta do the colors first. And for those who haven't knew about my art style, I pretty much got influenced by the artworks of Kiyotaka Haimura. That artist is pretty much the artist of the Toaru Majutsu no Index and the Toaru Kagaku no Railgun. Um, yeah, his artworks are pretty much like pretty awesome. Like I think I think the only recent like artists that I actually follow like nowadays that that's pretty much like closer to like his style of like drawing women. I think the closest one that I've seen was I'm not sure if you guys know Pochi. She's the artist of she's the artist of Pavolia Reine of Hololive. So, and I've noticed like certain stuff about their like style that kinda resonates to each other, I guess. Like this, maybe it's just me, but the way how they draw like female anatomy is like very unique so far. So, and that's what I pretty much like noticed from like their like fan works or like their original like fan art. Oh, it's I felt like I just repeated myself there. Uh oh, Bleach? Really? That's kind of too much for me to take. Sorry. Uh I guess a little bit. I mean, I do have some influence with Bleach, but I don't see my style as something like Bleach. Cause Bleach is more edgy, I guess, and I think it's not really a style that I'm very confident like drawing, cause Bleach has more like Taito Kubo's artwork is very like unique to the point like I can't really replicate its style, so that's why I can't really see myself like having Taito Kubo's art style. Actually, one of my friends told me that uh because I did some like 365 days challenge before, so I was like drawing traditionally back then, and one of my friends told me that one of my original characters look like from the series. I'm not sure if you know Tower of God. I haven't seen that series yet, like be it on anime um or manhwa. It because it's a Korean manga, and I don't really read that much manhwa. Yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, my friend told me that one of the art characters that I did kind of looks like a character from that series. So I'm just like, whoa. Well, it's also a manhwa. I've been seeing it a lot on manga sites that often. So yeah, I was actually trying to study up like recently. I've been trying to study on painting too, like digitally. So I've been reading up on I've been trying to like observe the illustrations of Ishida Sui, the art the creator of Tokyo Ghoul. Actually, I saw an art book of Ishida Sui, but I didn't bought it because maybe I wasn't really interested in Ishida's art style back then. But I've been seeing like very edgy, like oh yeah, definitely Ishida Sui's art style is like pretty cool. Like it it kind of looks like very rough, but it really does give a feeling of like, dang, it's so edgy. Yeah, I can't stop saying edgy, but yeah. Um, I mean, there's like a difference like between like an illustration art for like promotional purposes and the fan work, or maybe just like a for like a artwork out there. So yeah, you will definitely like notice like in some artists works there are actually like different like approaches to like how they actually do their style. Like for example, I'm not sure if you know this already, but the artist of Shokugeki no Soma, Shun Saeki, he's actually a doujin artist too, and he goes by the name Tosh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, me too. I've been getting into manga artists too, because I think the manga industry is pretty much like in need for them like to work with like for example anime character designs too, because one of the manga artists that I actually recently follow was the manga artist of Shokugeki no Soma, which is Shun Saeki. And yeah, just like what I told you before, he actually used to be a doujin artist, so you can pretty much expect like his works stems from like henty henty manga. And yeah, I've seen like his H works too, and it's kind of awesome like how he actually managed to like pull through, about about um about his approach like between characters designing for like manga and from starting from a dojin and then finally getting hired to like draw for like a manga. So yeah, that was a pretty cool like ascension. Well, as an artist, I'm not really hoping to get like hired that way, I guess, because I have different plans, I guess, when it comes to like getting my art style out there. And also I've been trying to, because from most of what I've researched so far, I've actually wanted to try an approach with like Takeshi Obata's art style too, because for those who don't know, Takeshi Obata he's the artist for Death Note and the Hikaru no Go, Platinum End, and also Bakuman. I actually like how the transition of like from the very serious from the very serious Death Note, and then his transition to like art shift on actually drawing like characters from Bakuman. I'm just like, yo, I didn't expect that style to be the same. Like it's a very much dramatic like change, because you really won't expect like, oh, this artwork is actually done by the same by the mangaka of like Death Note, because usually his artworks are pretty much like much more into like realistic like stuff, I guess. Like for example, how he actually like draws the characters like Light, L, and what else? Even fashion, it's pretty cool too. I guess that's why there's like a bit resurgence of like gothic fashion because of the series. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Cause my my best influences, like for example Kiyotaka Haimura, is pretty much I actually started cause I actually played this dodging game. This is gonna be revealing that I'm not a very say so uh VTuber, but I actually know Kiyotaka Haimura's work like way before I knew Toaru Majutsu no Index. But I didn't know that he is the one who did the artwork, because that was like a dramatic change. And I just only realized that it was him when I actually like researched like his um works when I So for those who might ask what dodging game that I actually saw, well, the name is Yumemiru Kusuri, and translating it to English, it says it means a drug that makes you dream, and it's pretty much one of the best visual novels that I've actually played. I mean, it's a pretty good game, but some elements are pretty serious too, because it does deal a lot of like drugs, bullying, something like a typical like high school level settings, I guess. Because I was not gonna lie, I actually played it when I was still in high school. I have my ways. But not nevertheless, it's pretty much a pretty cool game anyways. And I really saw like a lot of like potential in that game, and the way Haimura Kiyotaka drew the characters is just so, oh my gosh. I fell in love with his artwork. Like I never knew that such art style exists. Cause usually I just keep on checking like the usual animes and stuff. So if you um maybe it's just me, all right? So don't take my word for it, but if you really want to draw well, I guess it's best if you research like certain artists, like who have done like it doesn't matter if you're like not not adult, because most likely you'll encounter like posts like that anyways online. So yeah, uh try to like research their adult works too, because sometimes you gotta see like how did they start, like you will get that urge of like uh curiosity. And that's how I managed to like discover Kiyotaka Haimura. I guess one of the times why I was also like very in love of his like art style too, is that he made the character Accelerator too. He was one of my best boys, and I also like his voice actor too, even matched to the character, which is Nobuhiko Okamoto, which is pretty much the voice actor of Kachan from Boku no Hero. But the thing is, there's like a sheer difference of like why I like Accelerator more than Kachan from Boku no Hero. It's just that maybe I I'm not sure if I'm gonna get canceled for this, but it's just my opinion. So for me, Kachan had like a very slow like development in getting his character right, I guess. That's why it's very hard to like him. I mean, my personal regarding myself, like personality wise, I'm a very, yeah, 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 Kachan is Bakugo indeed. I'm sorry if I keep on using their nicknames though. It's just that that's how I pretty much refer the character names to make it much more easier for me to like mention them. So yeah, and yeah, I just really like how like very anti-hero both characters are, but yeah. I'm o- I gotta say I'm not gonna deny it, but I'm more of a Deku person. So the way they actually like dealt with like uh how how Deku's like uh development was done, I really felt it. Like yeah. Yeah, same. But for there are times where I actually like Kachan's character though. Bakugo's character too. Cuz like for example there was that time where they actually like fought um where Deku finally got his like what was it the 8% one for all. I actually felt that moment when they were like fighting over that time, and it really hit me so hard. Like, oh dang, Kachan really is a pretty good like solid character that I wish they could have like improved him more. Then I could have liked him more. But it just seems like, I guess it seems like the author wanted him to like, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, indeed. It kind of feels like that the author wanted him to be more of like an actually actually like solid hero, but for me, I felt like his development isn't really portrayed that much. That's why not a lot of people really are in favor of Bakugo that much. I mean, he's a genius, alright, but there are like it when it regards to like human people interaction, he's like worse, you know. I mean, he grew up very prideful, so I can see like yeah, uh, a side character. I mean, for me, he feels one. He feels like one right now. So I mean, ever since then, he still feels like a side character. To be honest, what I meant by like I want to see him more as a character is that I want to see more parts of him, like the vulnerable sides of him, to make him more feel like a main character. Because I feel like um Kachan or Bakugo is pretty much like the type of character that actually shines more. Like if they actually have like a, how should I call this? Like if they actually have an arc, a story arc of themselves, you know. Because I think the only time he actually had a character arc was when he fought Deku, like for the first time, like with their powers, like with Deku's 8% part that time, and then the second part was when they, which is the recent now, where I'm not sure if I can spoil it, but yeah, when he got attacked by Shigaraki. I think those are just the only parts where I actually saw like good character developments from Kachan. And I just hope the author makes more story arcs for Kachan if he wants Kachan to be like the, like by like the typical like Deku um likers. Like for me, I'm pro Deku, but even so, I want to see more of Kachan. So there's like a, considering that he knows like Deku's secret, um yeah, I want him to be more proactive on the side side like side arcs where we can explore more of his character, because I think the author wanted to make like a certain like catalyst to make him like special, I guess. That's why it's not really that appealing to me. Okay, got the skin tone. Actually, when dealing with like the skin tone, I pretty much just put multiply. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna put some color light. I just hope it doesn't turn out to be a dull like color. So, oh shoot, I renamed the wrong one. Skin and reflect. Okay, so wait, was I putting here again? Oh, okay, okay, the shadow. And also one of the hardest things like about drawing digitally is coming up with like shadows too. Because for me, I tend to um practice my coloring stuff too. Oh, gotta switch the color. Mm, because there's this like certain thing like whenever you do like reflective like shadow um art, because you can just like use multiply layer just to like make shadows for the character. So you gotta make sure to use different types of color to just play around with the how you how you use colors. Like for example, I'm using the blue color for the shadows, um because Mr. Yosan is wearing something like a blue mantle, so I'm using that as something like shadow to like blend, and you can pretty much see it with most light novel artwork. Like they have pretty good shadow mix. Excuse me. All right, and then it just add some blurs. All right. All right, I'm gonna erase this top part because it kind of looks dark. Yeah, I gotta make sure to like use the right colors too. Mm, do, 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 do. Okay. I'm sorry if I kind of um we kind I'm sorry if I kind of turn silent for a bit because I'm just trying to like concentrate. Um, let's see. Oh, pressed another one. New mantle. Yeah, and so far I've been watching like a lot of like Niji Sanji nowadays. I wonder why I wasn't able to like watch a lot of like Hololive lately. Hmm. Because usually I watch like a lot of Ina's streams, but nowadays it's kind of hard. Because usually I just watch clippers nowadays instead of like their actual streams. By the way, the reason I didn't erase this part, it's because I need to keep in touch with like the shadows. Yep. Actually, I stopped going to college for now because I want to focus um on my work, and it's been getting on my mind now. Like I've been like working too hard, so it's kind of hard to like keep up with school at the same time. So yeah, but at least but at least I'm getting myself like focused, instead of just like doing nothing. Because before I never attended like college, like even when I was like working back when I used to live in our previous house. So it's nice to have something to like work with, and yeah, I think this is gonna be the most different method that I've done, like drawing characters, because I've never painted or colored my characters like in this particular way. Because usually um I just usually start the line art first, so it's much more easier to like select the area and color them. Oh, and also I forgot to mention that I was supposed to buy the clip art studio because a lot of like artists pretty much use it, and my friends also use it too for like their artworks. So it's just that I heard recently that the latest update for like clip art studio was like not good. So a lot of them pretty much should I say that, like a lot of them boycotted like the new update. So I'm not sure what the update was, but that's what I heard. Mhm. Let's check the hue because it's something more of a blue color. Oh yeah, definitely. Actually, from what I've seen, it's more of like a um if you draw manga or you animate like a lot of stuff, that's like a good like program to use. Yeah. But I'd say I'll still stick with the paint tool site anyways because it's much more user friendly, I guess. That's why I can pretty much like explore more on doing this stuff. Yeah, it's pretty much friendly. I remember the first time I actually used paint tool site and it was with a mouse because I when I was living in the Philippines back then, I actually my older brother showed me this program and I was like, "Oh, this looks nice, man." And then ever since then, I've been drawing via Paint Toolsai, but only with the mouse. And I'm still not good with like playing using a mouse on drawing stuff too. So it took me a while to actually get like a drawing tablet. I think I finally got my current tablet when I moved here to America. So yeah, it really took a while. And it's also kind of tricky when you draw like certain um shadows like this, like the one I'm actually doing right now. Because for me, I'm very particular like with how I actually draw my shadows. And also it's been a while since I've last like watched like a drawing stream. So if one of my friends actually does like a drawing stream, I'll actually take the time to like actually watch their stream too. Because I wanna see their approach on how they draw stuff. Actually one of my friends, CB, uh she's also a Malaysian VTuber and she also does art. I'm actually interested on her style of like artwork too. So uh, if she does like an art stream sometime in the future that I can like drop by, then yeah, I'll watch. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And also another thing, like as a VTuber who act or as a streamer who actually like draw stuff like on stream, it's kind of hard to like come up with topics to talk about too, because not only you're focusing um on your drawing, you gotta focus on like talking with like your viewers too. So I am very sorry if I seem like very dull, I guess. And well, that's how I usually talk, and I don't usually talk like whenever I draw. And that's why I pretty much like envy VTubers who can actually like talk a lot like on stream, because that's pretty much like the my main goal as a one of my main goals like whenever I draw. I even like mentioned it like on my bio, I guess. I think it was on Twitch. Yeah, I'm not sure which bio was it, but I mentioned it that I want to improve my talking skills, because even right now I'm still having a hard time like talking with people, because I've been having I used to have like a culture shock um, when I first came to America, and it was worse, like literally worse. But recently I've been getting better ever since I started VTubing. So for those who are just like starting out, like trying out like VTubing, don't be afraid and try it out. If even for me, it took quite a lot of steps to like take that courage, you know. All right. Um. Oh yes, yeah. Wait, so you're? Oh, I see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, yeah. That's why I talk to my like you guys might see like I kind of talk like a bit fast, but that's just because I was not that like I guess confident, I guess, in talking. So you can see like the way how I talk is very much like very awkward, I guess. Oh shit. Just a moment, guys. I'm gonna turn my room's light on because it's like nighttime here now. All right. And also staring at the screen like too much really does f up your like eyesight a lot, you know. Like for example, right now I'm viewing the color of Yo-san's mantle. Now it looks more blue, so yeah. I'm actually making it a little more blue. That's why I put more color there. Let me see how it looks like. Okay. Okay, it looks good. Sometimes I actually like uh take out the sketch and see how it actually looks on the blends because I still gotta add like the line art at the end too, so yeah, that's good. Okay, that's good. And I don't need to add more like mixtures of like color anyways because that's gonna be too much. Oh, I guess I might need to buy a new mouse because my scroll wheel is kind of acting up weird. All right, let's proceed to the yellow shirt. And also recently, I haven't been watching a lot of animes. I'd say there's only um like a fraction of like what I actually watch nowadays. Because nowadays, I what I watch it is pretty much only I've been watching Overlord season 4. What's the other one? The Yokoso, the Classroom of the Elite. That's the title. And what else? That actually let me check. Um uh oh, Isekai Yakyoku. One of my best isekai animes. And I've also been watching Kurono Shokanshi, Black Summoner. It's actually one of the unique isekais that I've watched too. Like I've never seen such a cool like MC before. And also the opening is a banger. Like oh my gosh, I want to download it. What else? I can't wait for the second season of Spy Family. And oh shoot, I guess it's only three. Okay. I forgot to mention I was also watching the season 4 of Danmachi. And and also I'm I'm actually watching Kinso no Vermeil too, but Spy Family. I think it's gonna come out next month, from what I remember. That's why I can't wait. I want to see Bond the dog. And also I I'm not sure if there's gonna be like another season of Tatay no Yusha, but yeah, I want to see another season of a Shield Hero if there's gonna be another one. Cause when I first discovered Shield Hero, I actually read the web novel version. So what happened in the anime was most likely based on the light novel, which kind of weirded me out like a little bit. I was like, wait, this didn't happen in the novel. What's happening? So, I mean, the changes are pretty much acceptable, I guess, because I guess the one from the light novel version is pretty much like easier to adapt, I guess, when it comes to like anime wise. But it kind of felt like a little slow though for me, like the progress of the story. That's why I was like, maybe that's why I felt like um the the adaptation from the light novel wasn't really that like very progressive, I guess. And also the reason why I didn't watch the Sword Art Online progressive is that I mean it's pretty much just the same as a Sword Art Online first season, so I mean I can just like watch it next time, but not like as usual. And it's pretty much just like Sword Art Online again, but with Asuna. So I don't see myself watching it like as a new anime. Actually, I just can't wait for Chainsaw Man and what else? I'm not sure if there's gonna be like another season of Mairimashita Irumakun, because that series is pretty cool too. Actually, one of the series that actually made my boring life good. Oh yeah, definitely. Actually, did you heard that there's gonna be like 12 ending songs for the series? Oh, there you go. There you go. Good thing you mentioned that. Oh my gosh. Good thing you meant good thing you mentioned season 3 of Mob Psycho. Oh my gosh. I actually met I actually met a mob cosplayer back in Otakon, so yeah, I told him I can't wait for that series, man. Oh my gosh, good thing you mentioned that. Yeah, I can't wait for Mob Psycho to come out too. Oh yeah, definitely. It's very underrated. Maybe it's because it's mostly based on um one's original art style, I guess. That's why it wasn't really that received well. Cause I mean that's pretty much obvious, like the contrast between the artist of cause the Yusuke Murata yeah, yeah, it's pretty much just well, One Punch Man is authored by one, but he didn't do the artwork. The artwork was done by Yusuke Murata, the artist for Eye Shield 21. And then Mob Psycho is pretty much like based like most on I think one pretty much drew it like the entirety of it. So yeah, that's the main difference between the two series and why One Punch Man was like received pretty well by the audiences. Actually, I wanted to see more seasons of like specific like animes. Oh shoot! I forgot to mention this. One of my favorite isekais. Actually, one of my best. leading isekais that actually influenced me to also is gonna get like a second season, and it's Mushoku Tensei. I know a lot of people tend to like dismiss the series because of how the main character is a pervert, so it's kind of obvious that not a lot of people accept the mentality of the character because considering it's a 33-year-old guy that likes not sure if I should mention this, but he likes like young girl prawn. I mean, you get the gist of it, but yeah, I mean, the thing is, the main point of the story is he has to change, you know? Wait, yes, I don't like him, but I think the show has more to offer. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was like saying. Like for example, not a lot if I were to give an example, I'd say the healer hero is pretty much worse than Mushoku Tensei, to be honest. Cause I mean I can't deny that Mushoku Tensei does have like grooming, I guess. Like for example, the way he actually groomed Aries like at such a young age, and to commit such an act is pretty much like unacceptable in today's world. But the thing is, most people can't remove fantasy to reality for some weird reason. Like, come on, it's just only an anime and they make such a big deal about it. And that is why a lot of anime gets like, you know, it doesn't become interesting anymore because not a lot of people tend to accept the how a character was written. The way the character is written, the engine is not a word character. Yeah, pretty much. And you can see like there's like a big difference of like how Rudius Grey Rat was like written. Like I've actually finished the web novel and the side stories and the so I understand like why Rudius should be applauded for like changing himself, because that's pretty much the main plot of the series, like how he actually changes the route of his like entire life. Like he, to be honest, like this is gonna be like a something like a major spoiler about the series, but he wasn't even the main character of the world that he's in. Like, seriously, that's the biggest spoiler that I will give. He's not the main character at all. He's only like the character that actually drives the plot of the world. And I can't spoil any more than that because yeah, it's pretty much a major spoiler. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like it's not like the story isn't really strictly um on him, but the characters that's revolving in his life is pretty much more the main characters in his entire life. That's why I feel um I feel more empathetic on Rudius rather than the ones who actually like experience like a harsh experiences, like for example Nanahoshi. I'm not sure if you've seen the manga, but I think they've reached a good like checkpoint on what I can actually spoil. So for Nanahoshi, I can understand that she has suffered a lot. She wants to go home to Japan, but come on. I mean, she could have spent her life like in that world. I mean, she got it much better than Rudius, because Rudius actually became an entirely different person instead of Nanahoshi, who's still like. I mean, I get her reasons though, because she's still like she's just a high school student, so I can and I mean I've been a high school person before, so I understand her worries too, like worries about family, worries about like current relationships and stuff. I mean, I understand that, like, yeah. But even so, she's gotta adapt. Like, if it were me, like, being isekai like that, I mean, yeah, sure, I will make attempts to at least find a way to go back to my world. But if it's not possible, then I gotta accept the consequences. And that's the thing, pretty much in isekai genres nowadays. Like, I know some of the fans always they always perceive like, oh, isekais are pretty much like a fantasy world, so I can like do this and do that. But even so, you gotta remember it's still part of your own reality. Like, for example, um let's take this as an example, all right? So when you when you when you get involved with like something like a world like Sword Art Online, and back then they thought of the world as if it's still a game, right? But what if you actually got killed there? You know, are you still gonna be able to feel the pain, or like, are you still gonna be alive even if you get like killed by once? Because your mentality is gonna say like, oh, it's just a game, but nope, it's pretty much your own reality now. So that's the thing that's kind of like resonates to me, like why can't like some several characters like in some isekai mangas are like they can't accept the fact that they're the fantasy that's like in front of them pretty much got melded into their own like realities and stuff. That's why I prefer like watching like fantasy based mangas, because I can imagine like the pain and the suffering of what you might experience if you actually got transported like in a certain world. And also you gotta take note of like the scientific advancements too. Like, I think there are times where I've actually seen like a decent main characters who actually thought of that too, um like coming up with like modern technologies and stuff, and involving it to the to what seems to be like a medieval like age they got sent in. And that's what I've noticed too, like with the current isekais um that are released, like it's mostly a character gets sent like in a medieval era, where in reality the medieval area in our like current world right now is much worse than what you think it is. All right, I'm pretty much done with the shirt, so it's gonna be the gloves now and the pants. Oh, I didn't expect it to be this fast. I was just keeping talking for like almost 2 hours, and I made it. There we go. So far, this is pretty much what I've done so far. Okay, so okay, picking up the pants. Huh? No, this is the marker. Okay, and also I actually wanted to post another like announcement about my next stream. If ever I get this done right away, I'll post like an announcement regarding about my next stream, so you guys can actually drop by again and check my future content that way too. And also this might take a while to upload in YouTube, because I gotta clip some parts where I tend to where I tend to speak less, just to like keep time short and keep my viewers engaged and what I've been like talking about. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Oh, and also, I was talking about this earlier, but I said that I've been scouting like areas for me, and for me to like invite my like coworkers to have to spend some time with them, because I've never spent some time with them outside work. So yeah, I've been to this place that I mentioned before, that it has like Japanese arcade games. Uh Actually, that was the first time I was able to finally play Beatmania, and oh my gosh, it I went memory lane when I played that game, because I'm not sure if you guys know the game O2 Jam. It's something like a rhythm game too, Korean made by Korean developers, I guess. And then it was one of my best like games that I've ever played in childhood, and it started me the game pretty much started me on liking playing on rhythm games. That's why I'm very used to like playing rhythm games like a lot. Like even if you have me play like Rhythm Heaven in Nintendo DS, I can play it like real good once I get used to it, like right away. So yeah, it's just that recently I've been playing like arcade games because of my friend recommend who was the one who recommended me the place. So we might play some arcade games there first, then I'll be asking them to like play rhythm games with me. And I'm gonna play some Beatmania. I actually want to play DDR too, Dance Revolution, because I've never played it like very actively so far. Just like how I actually played Beatmania the first time. Because when I played Beatmania the first time, I was actually bopping my head and actually moving my body to the beat, just to like enjoy the game. Because I enjoy the game, man. So yeah, I want to play DDR also like in that same manner. So hopefully I can play it. And yeah, because I remember my one of my relatives actually used to have like a they used to have a DDR machine, like a playmat, um when I was very young. And well, my said relatives are like kind of strict, I guess. That's why I was very careful about um using their PlayStation, because back then PlayStation is pretty much one of like the most best selling like consoles back then. So I was just very careful about like using the console. And I think they were the first ones like among my known relatives who actually have that console. So I was just like I was just being very careful about using their PlayStation. PlayStation 1, by the way. And then I think I think one of the songs I actually used to play in their DDR PlayStation was the butterfly, like ah yeah yeah little butterfly in black and blue. Yeah, that one. You can tell my age from hearing that. Oh my gosh. But still, it's pretty much enjoyable. Yeah, it really brought me to a lot of like opportunities to like try out. So yep. And also one thing that I forgot to put like on my stream today is I forgot to put like the what should I call this? Like the widget for like the chat. So I'm not sure if you guys can see like the chat of because I was talking with Ortas 01795. Actually, let's see if I can add a widget. Let's see.
How should I add it? Oh, chat box. There we go. Let's see. Not sure if it's like seeable though. Hmm. All right, let me transition it. Okay. Well, I can't see it right now, but oh well. I'll just do it next time. So right now I'm still over here. Hmm. Okay, let's continue on coloring. Sometimes I don't feel really lonely whenever I try to like draw by myself, because I mean that's pretty much how it goes. Like most artists don't really talk that much like on drawing streams. That's why it's very challenging to like, entertain like fans or like your audience like to see how you actually draw. And it's very challenging too because you gotta come up with like different kinds of like topics to keep them entertained. Are you not entertained? Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think that's pretty much one of the difficult things as an artist streamer. So if you plan to like actually like stream on drawing, then you gotta consider like whether you want to talk a lot or come up with like different topics and what else, and if you actually want to convey something as an artist, because I think that's pretty much like one thing that artists have to deal a lot when they actually want to draw something like online, like in a live like performance. Okay, let's see how it looks like. I mean, some edges kind of look rough, but I mean, it should be worth it. Okay. Hmm? What did they do? Oh, okay. I was drawing on the wrong layer, but oh well, there we go. Sometimes when you actually like do the coloring, it's best if you actually do it by like polygons. Like for example, you can see I actually draw I actually draw like certain like lines. Like for example, over here, there's like a pattern because it's much more easier to like spread out the color too. So there you go. And you can just like use the blur tool to like mesh all like the blends, and you can pretty much like be more creative with it too. Oh, okay. I kind of overdid it with the blending though. Actually oh my gosh, I really miss Mob Psycho. Oh, oh, oh. Your life is your own. Get ready. Wake yourself up, mob. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. We're almost there, guys. Just a little bit more. I guess it's just the hair and the eyes left. Yep. Let's do the hair first. Whoa, oh, whoa, oh. I'm sorry, guys. I kind of feel like I try too hard whenever I sing. Well, I already told you guys like from the beginning. I pretty much try to um sing by myself. Like I wanted to improve my singing ability so I can do many more covers. Hmm. I think I made it. I think I made it too dark though. Okay. Preserve opacity and make it lighter, lighter, lighter. There we go. Yeah, because if I made it a little more darker, the color is not gonna look good. So far, I've actually wanted to cover like certain songs, but I'm not sure if I can actually like um manage to like record them because some of the songs that I chose are like very challenging. I'm not gonna mention like the names, so I can at least surprise you guys. Like, yeah, because the last time that I did like an official cover was the one fourth of Kaito, which is I actually uploaded it in YouTube as my very first like video, and yeah, it's been a while since I did like a actual full cover. But the thing is, whenever I make like video covers, it does take time, and even though I already just like put like a simple like illustration, there's also the editing involved, like this transition. I also add lyrics also to include so the people can also sing it, and if they manage to um like my cover or like the song, so I always make sure to like include subtitles, the lyrics. Da, 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 da. Now this is gonna be a little bit tricky when coloring the hair, because you can see Mr. Yoson had like some few spikes. Kind of reminds me of Ryugamine Mikado from Durarara. Uh, but Ryugamine Mikado has a very much more shorter hair length, I guess, from what I remember. But it's pretty much just the same style. It's just that Yosan's bangs are much longer. Come to think of it, it's been a while since I last watched Durarara, and it's pretty much one of the best series that I've remembered. That I actually want to watch it again. Hopefully there's still some in Netflix. I'll give it a watch again. Oh, and by the way, this artwork is actually a surprise for Mr. Yosan. I know he might have an idea that I'll be making a fan art of him, but I didn't mention to him that it's gonna be today that I'm actually gonna draw him. So hopefully he likes it. I actually have some other plans too for my other friends in Twitter too. My fellow VTubers, I mean. So hopefully they like my art style. Hopefully they like my art style because I still have a feeling of like my level of confidence in drawing is pretty much like very low, just as usual. Because that's one thing artists pretty much suffer from. Like sometimes they tend to get overconfident, and then that confidence gets broken down once we get criticized. Like if we actually like try to prove something like, oh, this is actually a good work, but once you get like a harsh criticism, sometimes we can't really take it that well. So yeah, that's why doing art is very challenging, to be honest. Okay, let's do like a light blue shade for the shadow, so it's not too dark. Oh, let's see. That's not that's not dark. Okay. Let's pick this one. Drag it a little bit here. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. And also, instead of like focusing on like the very detailed like hair shadow style, I'm gonna do it like the regular like shadowing, I guess. Like what I'm going to do is just cover the entire part and then use my eraser. It's much more easier to blend. But the thing is, you gotta use the blur tool also, so you can actually like make subtle like shadows like this. Because it kind of looks unnatural if like most of the bangs are like very dark. And yeah, I'm still studying on like um shadows and stuff, so it's gonna take a while. Okay, next is the eyes. The eyes can also be tricky too, because depending on like how you actually draw characters, uh it will also depend on like how your eyes will look like. And since Yo-san have blue eyes, let's start with the lighter one, and then we'll just transition it to like the darkest one. Actually, let's mix it with the green. Oh, hold up. Oh, not this one. That's too much of a green. Um, Maybe this. No. Okay. This works. Okay, and oh, I forgot to multiply it. That's why. Okay. Then oh, luminosity. Luminosity is for the shine. So yeah. Brush. There we go. I mean, it still kind of looks awkward, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Yosan. Oh my gosh. Yeah, stretched up for the bit for a bit. Okay. Okay, since we finally colored everything, I guess. Let's see. Skin. Where's the skin? Skin. I gotta remove some parts. Cause there we go. And actually, I'm gonna blur. Oh, okay. I guess this should be good. Um, yeah, I'll deal with the mantle later. Let's remove this. Let's see. Yeah, I'll add the shadows later too. And let's do the line art, guys. Finally. Woo! Finally done. Well, almost done. Alright, so let's start with the eyes. Actually, it's not really that necessary to like remove specific like sketch lines, because I can still use that as something like a shadow layer. Oh, I think I kinda draw his eye like a little weird. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sorry if I keep like humming or like doing the truths when when I'm just like, oh hey, welcome back. Welcome back, Arteza. Oh, don't worry, I'm still streaming. Yeah, I'm just like very focused now because I'm finally doing the line art now, so I'm pretty much almost done. And also, I think I finally get the gist of it, but yeah, I think it's much more easier to like paint first than do the line art once you're done with like the coloring part, because that's what I've noticed. And you can pretty much just erase like the additional parts if there's something like exceeding the beyond the line of what you're actually working on with. Hmm. So you can see like there's still like several like sketch lines, but I can just like remove it later on. It's just that right now I think it's still useful because you can still like see what you can still like edit. Hmm. Let's do this way and yep, there we go. Oh, hold up. Yeah, sometimes the line art tool inside can be tricky though. Oh, thanks. Yeah, you can see like there's like rough edges here, but I can pretty much like cover it up with a line art now because once I pretty much finish the line art, I can just like remove the excess lines from the sketch and also the colors that pretty much exceeded the sketch area. And good thing, I know how to use the click tool more often now than before. Cause before, I mostly used like a lot of like layers, and I just don't think about using the clipping tool. So it made things harder for me back then. But now, good thing I kind of had a strong idea of like how to actually like use specific like tools. Come to think of it, it's been a while since I've last watched Ramlock's content too. All right, let's see without the sketch. It kind of looks like this. I should redo the mouth. Kind of looks thick, the lining. Oh. Okay, okay. I panicked there for a second. Good thing this is not how should I say this? Good thing I'm not drawing like traditionally because I'm gonna be so pissed. Okay. Yeah, so the thing is, whenever I draw like the mouth or the nose or maybe like the smallest details, I gotta always make sure that I am drawing like a good layer of like size of the pen. Whew, goodness. Uh, I might, I might be able to get to this. There we go. Alright, let's remove this. Okay, now it looks much more thinner. I can pretty much like estimate like how much shadows or like the deeper like patches I can actually like add. Oh shit. I think I overdid it. There we go. Um, yeah. Yeah, because sometimes you gotta make sure to check like the darkest parts, like in between of the teeth or whatnot. It really depends on how you actually like draw the teeth and see, it looks much more better now instead of like having a thicker line. Because the perspective is pretty much like the hair is like the top part of like your view, so it has the stronger like thicker lines. So but for like the middle part, like for example the details for like the hair and the eyes, I gotta make sure to like adjust like the thickness of the pen. All right, for here. Oh yeah, I also mentioned earlier that I played D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, with my friends last weekend. I actually played as a human this time because on my first like D&D campaigns, I usually play as a something like a character in a different race. I think the one that I liked the most was the I actually played as a tiefling rogue, and I had like I always use the cantrip floating blades, was it? I forgot the name of the skill, but I always have this like floating blades all over me, and I use it as a main weapon aside from my daggers. And the second one that I can recall was the Tabaxi race of a character. The Tabaxi is pretty much like a um, cat people. So I chose like a ranger class and something like a primeval. So it's more nature based, I guess, for the character. But it's just that back then I'm still like having a hard time like playing D&D, I guess. So I didn't really play that much. But now my friend is pretty much like doing like campaign, so this time I chose a human. I chose a variant human, so I got like specific like advantages, I guess, in some certain cases. All right, let's lower this down. Yeah, we can pretty much erase the excess, or I can just like draw it over. I'm sorry if the ear kind of looks weird, but yeah, I didn't expect that this will be drawn like this. You mean like this? Oh my gosh. I still like that line. I actually used to watch Ryan Higa, so that's actually where it came from. Dang. I wonder how he's doing now though. Cuz the last time that I've actually watched content from him was when Sean, his best friend, left RHBC. Okay. And you can see like the lines are much more different now. Like you can see like the transition, like this line and this line, you can see the difference of the thickness. Right. Oh, it's already 8:30 here. 8:30 in the evening. I should be cooking some stuff. Well, nope, I gotta finish this. So what time do you guys usually start your dinner? like cooking or preparing for dinner, I guess. Because usually nowadays, because my family is pretty much like busy nowadays. Um, we pretty much prep our like cooking like very late, like at night. I'd say I'd say at most, like the earliest they I pretty much prepare my dinner is usually like around 5 or 6, because around that time everyone is still not busy anyway, so I just take that time as a pretty much like the regular time to like prep everything up, and then I start cooking like maybe around 6 or 7. 9 o'clock usually, so I should start soon. Oh my, that's cutting too close. My family is busy, so it's just me and my siblings for the most part. Same here. Yeah, I have my siblings here with me too, but one of my siblings actually, what he's actually doing like a military training, so yeah, it's just only me and another sibling trying to get better at cooking. Oh, that's actually good. Keep it up. I'm pretty much just the same too, but I'm pretty much I so far I've mastered like 2 dishes. No, 3 dishes. From my culture. One is a pork adobo. I can actually cook like different variants of adobo at this point, to be honest. Like I can cook adobo with pineapple. I can also cook either chicken or pork, and I can actually cook like the dry adobo. Cause usually whenever I cook adobo, um, I mostly cook it with something like a soup base, I guess. So it kind of looks like soupy, I guess. Because usually you're supposed to cook adobo without any soup base, and it's very dry. But I guess maybe that's how my dad actually cooks at his like region back in Philippines. So it's just that I tend to cook my adobo with more soup, I guess. I just refer it to as soup. Yeah, cuz I always like the flavor of the adobo mixed with the rice. And then let's see. Um Another thing that I've mastered, the second one is it's something called menudo, but it's something different than a regular like I know there's like Spanish menudo, Mexican menudo, I guess, because when I actually ordered menudo for the first time back, I actually used to live in Arizona back then, and I ordered like a menudo there, and here I was expecting that it was something like a Filipino style, but the one that they served me as the menudo was something colored white, and I'm just like, wait, what the heck is this? And then it turns out that their variant of like adobo was like very very different. So I'm just like, yo, I didn't know about this. So I mean, it's still good. I mean, I've tried it, but maybe I should try cooking it too, like one of these days if I got like free time. And then for the menudo, the Filipino adobo that I actually like mastered cooking, uh I actually mostly cook it with the raisins. I'm not sure. I'm This one thing that I find it surprising. Like, not a lot of people like raisins, so it's just that for me, I prefer it with raisins, because it's pretty much like a garnish, pretty much for like the dish, and it adds more sweetness to it. So it's pretty much a very convenient thing to like add on a savory dish. Just like how I cook adobo. Um, the If you cook adobo with pineapple, you don't need to use vinegar, cause the sourness of the pineapple pretty much the substitute. That's why when my mom uh when I told my mom that I cook adobo with a pineapple, and then I mentioned that I also cooked it with the vinegar, she just told me to just put either adobo either with pineapple without the vinegar, or without the pineapple but with vinegar. So it's pretty much a lot of like trial and errors. That's why um it's pretty much like hard to um estimate like how much should I put. And then I'm not sure if I already mentioned the third one that I mastered. Actually, one of my specialties now is called ginisang munggo, which translates to stewed mung bean. Was it? Yeah, because it uses mung bean as the main ingredient, and yeah, it uses mung bean as a main ingredient, and it's one of like the best dishes that I've ever cooked so far. Like I am proud to say that it's pretty much one of like what I can call my specialty, I guess. So if I do get like a girlfriend or what, that's one thing that I wanna cook for like her family. If I do get a girlfriend or what, well, I'm not concentrating about it now because I gotta focus on myself first, right? And when I cook ginisang munggo, it can be timey, I guess, because you gotta uh, if you want to cook it like a little faster, you gotta prep the mung beans right away, like just drown them in a bowl of water. So once you boil them, it's not gonna take too much time for them to like get mushy and soft. Because the point is, you gotta make sure to make it soft as possible. So once you start like cooking the meat, you only need to like boil the thing, and it takes like an hour. So it's a reasonable time to cook, I guess. Well, not exactly an hour, but it can take fewer than 1 hour. 1 hour to like cook ginisang munggo, and it's also savory. So if you've got like a strong sense of taste, just um, you will definitely prefer cooking more of that dish because it pretty much uses Filipino fish sauce and beef bouillon just for like the flavoring of the savoriness. And recently, I've been also cooking curry too, the Japanese style curry, not the Indian one. Because I know there's like different variants of like what they actually call curry in India. So I can't just say like, oh, it's just curry. I gotta be more specific so you guys can know what curry I'm referring to. So yeah, I pretty much cook a basic Japanese curry, but it's just that I can't seem to get a dark roux, the soup base, for some reason. That's why I tend to try a lot of like trial and error to get the gist of like how I can get that darker roux. Cause there's this like Japanese place near my place that's like they actually serve like good curry, and I actually always buy it. Japanese curry is pretty good, yeah. It's so good that you'll definitely take another serving. It's just made of like what? Stir fried vegetables, stir fried meat. Well, in my case, instead of using beef or chicken, I use pork because most of the dishes that I mostly cook are pretty much pork based. So I use pork on my Japanese curry. There's this one time I actually used it with chicken meat, and it works well. But that's if you're using like a lighter spice curry mix, because you gotta use like a special curry mix that you need to buy. I'm not. I think the brand is called Golden Curry, and if you, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I actually swallowed like a droplet of my saliva and I coughed. Sorry about that. So if you choose something like a mild version of the curry, then chicken is good, cause chicken is much more easier to absorb the spices that's in the curry mix. So yeah, your best bet pretty much meat wise is using chicken meat. If you wanted like a stronger flavor, I'd say it's either beef or pork. I've actually tried my mom used to cook curry before, but I guess it's been a while since she last cooked curry that she actually forgot that she had made one before. That's why I was like, "What? I thought you made curry before." And she was like, "No, I never made any curry." And I was like, "What? I know you made chicken curry before." But yeah, at most I'll be making pork curry pretty much. And I like the spicy variant of the Japanese curry one, because I'm not sure if you guys know that the level of like spice that Japanese people actually like eat is not really that spicy. It's more of like on the savoriness, I guess, of the level of the spice. And it's not really like at the Korean or Indonesian level of spiciness or like Thai curry or something. Cause I gotta say, like Thai and the Korean dishes are way spicier than what I've tasted so far. Actually, I've tasted ramyeon. Was it the instant ramen? Korean ramen. I've actually tried one, and oh my god, I actually thought I was gonna die because of because of how spicy it is. Like I took like a couple glasses of like milk and water, and I just can't stop drinking because of the spice. It's just so powerful. It even damage. Yeah, I think I damaged my throat that time too, because I was still like practicing like singing, and then I just can't bring out the notes well, and yeah, I was like spinning like hoarsely, I guess, like like something like that, like I'm something like a dying demon. Yeah. So yeah, I won't eat any ramyun like sometime in the future because it's just too much for me. That level of spice, I guess. And so far, I've never tried any um Thai based spicy food yet, so I might consider though. So it's just that there are certain like spicy food in Korea that I can't really try anymore because it's just too much. I know Korean people can handle their spice well, but for me, nah, I can only handle like a couple ones. I think I've tried jampong. It's something like a Korean spicy noodle. I think that's the only level of spiciness that I can actually like uh tolerate. And there's like several and also there's this actually there's this dish that I'm trying to learn, by the way. It's something like a Filipino dish. It's called Bicol Express, and it's cooked with like I'm not sure what type of meat they usually cook with, but for me I actually cook it with pork meat just as usual, and It's boiled in coconut milk, and I'm not sure if one is supposed to use coconut cream, because I've actually checked on some like recipes for it. I think it's something like I think some do add chocolate coconut milk, but coconut cream, but it's I think with coconut cream it's too sweet, and yeah, I'm not sure if I should cook it very sweet. That's why I was like having like second thoughts about it. Well, I've cooked like both without coconut cream and with coconut cream, but you mostly need coconut milk, because it's something like how you cook like a ginataan or something cooked with like coconut milk. And it's also a spicy dish too, because it comes with a labuyo, which is red chili peppers. And yeah, I'm not sure how to cook it that well. And also it comes with like bagoong, like bagoong alamang. It's something like a pinkish um shrimp paste, was it? Yeah, it's something like that. And it gives like a strong like savory taste to it. And then yeah, I think it's a perfectly balanced like flavor. Oh shoot, I finally finished. Well, there's still some few fixes to be done too, so okay, let's get this cleaned up before I finish this thing. Let's see here. Hmm. Okay. Actually, there may be some parts where I don't need to like, erase the color of the hair, because it kind of looks good already though. Actually, I wanna cook a Filipino dish called Paris. Paris. That's how you say the name. Cause it's something like a braised beef, was it? I'm not sure, but it's something like a braised beef, and you just boil like the beef like a couple of hours, from what I remember, and then uh you're gonna cook with the base base meat, was it, or base soup that it was cooked in. Um, okay, I gotta fill this up in. Oh no, it made it darker. All right, just a little bit. There we go. Just to like fill this up in. Oh no, it's not visible. Uh, oh well, I'll just do this, and I'll just use a blur tool. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like when you're trying to like fill up some parts. Oh, never mind. I guess I can just like fill it up like this. Just remove the extra ones from the skin layer. I guess this is probably the fastest like fan art that I've done, and it's not even my it's not even my artwork. Like oh, it's not even my character. It's a fellow VTubers. So dang, I guess this is much more productive. Okay, I gotta fill this up too. The yellow. Let's see. Um, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Cause some of the layers are already like clipped. Um, shade the skin. Uh, the way how I shade the skin is I use multiply first, and then well, if I'm doing like a very serious like artwork, like very detailed ones, I use like two layers of like multiply to multiply layer to like shade the skin, and I use a brush or either a brush tool or a marker tool, and then I use blur to like have like this like gradient like transition. And because the first layer is pretty much just the same color, and then the second multiply layer I use a different color. Like for example, for this one, there's no need to like well this one as an example, um uh this is only made with like two different layers but same color. So the dark part here is pretty much just a one layer of like multiply layer. And then if I were to add like another layer of like shadow, I'll be using the color blue because that's the closest one to like here. I mean, it depends on what color that's pretty much near to the skin. Like for example, this one, I actually used something like a cyan green or something closer than that, because it's pretty much like in this case it's pretty much like a reflective color. So you know how those like when you go to the pool, don't you notice that like there's like noticeable like reflective like blue color when you actually like go to the pool side, there's like a shade of blue like on your skin. So it's something like similar to that, but in this case it this blue part is used as something like a reflective color, which is one of the hardest things you actually want to put on your drawings or artworks. I actually spoke to my art professor about it, and he said like it's actually one of the hardest things to like achieve when you actually do like an original painting or artwork, because I actually studied art, for those who might ask. So I really do my own I really do know my own stuff, yeah. But in this case, since it's pretty much just like a simple artwork, I just only do one layer or at most two. And even this one, you can see like there's like a small shade of like blue here. It's pretty much just a reflective color shade. So it kind of looks like it's been shaded for like two layers, but um it's only just two different colors. And for the lips, it's just only one. I'm just like indicating like a shadow part here. The same goes with the shadow of the hair. Sometimes it does take like a couple of like observations to like how you actually manage the color. So yeah, it's gonna take time, but you'll get used to it. I mean, for me, it took me years to even actually like start coloring in the yeah. Oh yeah, sure, sure. Actually, I'm gonna follow you. Do you actually do artwork on your little sister's account? Cause I can follow you and I can drop by and give you some few advice if I can help. Cause I know I'm still like in the process of like getting better at like drawing, I guess. But I can still at least drop some like a few advices, you know. Like if you need help, I'm just here. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, but if you do get like a Twitch account like officially, and if you want some advice, I can just drop by occasionally and yeah, give you some advices. Cause that's the thing with me too. Like when someone's playing a game that I know and they needed some help, I actually like drop by and drop some hints for them, so they know what they should do. And that's pretty much just the same as with my friends too. When I was like doing like arcade games, like the King of Fighters. Actually, one of my friends discovered that I also play King of Fighters, but I wasn't able to like play that much, so I was like out of touch with the game. So he actually like taught me like some few stuff live, like on stream. But so I was able to like fight on. And right now I'm filling up the empty spaces in the for the pants. There we go. hmm And also there are times where some artists actually just leave the some spaces like with the, you can see like there's like a white streak here, right? They actually just leave it there just for like the shine, you know. Because not only you have to deal with like the reflective colors and such, you can also play with like what you have already, like the shine. You don't need to use like a luminosity layer um just to like get that shine. But it's just that there are times where it's needed to color some specific areas, because once you actually like save it like as a PNG or whatnot, it will not register as a like a like an actual color once you actually like save it. So when you actually use that said image, then it's gonna appear as something like a, how should I call this, like it's gonna appear as something like a floating layer, like like it like it's gonna look like a something like a vector or something. Also, do you have any tips with drawing heads and perspective? Because I'm trying to get better with that as well. Oh, for drawing heads, I'd say the most easiest way that I've discovered so far is the box method. Cause if you are having a hard time like drawing heads, I recommend using the box method. Why? Cause I'm actually gonna show you how, alright? So I'm gonna draw it here, alright? So basically, using the box method is you gotta make like a simple box, like a cube. There you go, cube. Okay, let's call this cube method or prism method, because the head is something like a, you can actually draw faces as something like a box or a cube. There you go. So it's either you can like draw it like either facing the characters facing this way, or you can either use it this way. And then you just have to like if I have to like teach someone how to like draw a head, you can use this cube as a base, and then uh by that part you just have to like draw like a cross mark like that. So it's much more easier for you to like estimate like where the eye or the face is pretty much where it is. So once you get the cross part, let's say for example we're gonna use this part. Um all right, I'm gonna erase this part. All right, so we're gonna use this part over here, and we're gonna draw the curves first. So this corner is gonna be edged, and then it's gonna be like this. See? And since I've also draw like a cross here, the ear should be around here, like by the center. I'm not sure if you're kind of following, but yeah, I'll just proceed. And then uh the eyes, it's pretty much estimated too, because the center of the cross is over here, it's gonna be like that. So the nose is over there, and then you do the eyes here and over here, and eyebrows. And then since this is a cube, it's still in cube form, so you still have to do the, like for example, the cheeks and the chin. So before we draw the mouth, we gotta draw the cheeks. So you gotta do the curve here, and then there should be like a small indent for the chin, and there you go. And there's when drawing chins, there's also like a difference if you're drawing it like anime style. Like for example, in anime style, what I've learned is that for females, they tend to have like pointy chins like that. Yeah, just like that. But for guys, they tend to have more chiseled figures. So it has more like a like a rectangle end like that, and then there you go. So that's how you actually do the chin. And then once you are done with the chin, erase this part, the lower part. Yeah, just to like make sure don't erase the top parts first. Just do the lower parts to be erased, and then it depends on how you actually do the mouth though. Like that, or like that. And then just connect the ear with the cheekbones, the jaw. All right. And then you can see like we have like two boxes here from the cube, right? And we still haven't erased yet. You can use this as the base where the actual hairline is. Like for example, this line that I'm encircling right now, that's pretty much the end of the forehead. So you can just like start doing the hairs like this. And this is pretty much the start of like the edge of like the temple of your head. Like this is the temple of the head, and then you just draw it like this, so you can do the sideburns. And then from onwards, if you're gonna do like the pointy stuff like that, it's best if you gotta find something like a point. So if you want to do like a spiky head, I'd say find the crown of the head you're drawing in. Let's say for example the crown of the head is over here, like over here where the dot is, and then you start drawing the lines like that, so it's much more easier for you to like estimate how spiky or how flowy your artwork is for the hair. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say coming up with like the spikes can be tricky too, because like for example, if you want to draw like this type of spike, like for example Sora from Kingdom Hearts, that's gonna take like too much like elongated like that. You really have to like estimate like how much you gotta put. And then once you pretty much got everything, like let's say these spikes are already done, you can finally erase the guidelines for your convenience, because it's gonna be hidden under the hair that you've just done. There you go. So that's pretty much how you draw a head from my experience. And also, yep, you're welcome. I hope it really helps. And also, and next, since you mentioned the perspective, it also it also does deal with like the with like how you actually draw heads too. So I'm gonna show it to you as well. just for like a reference. So let's say there's actually different kinds of views from what I've been taught. There's like sky view, regular view, and the worm view. So let's say for example we're gonna do this on a worm's eyes view. So you're gonna be doing the perspective as something like you'll see from the down part. So you gotta do you gotta draw like a guideline too. So it's much more easier for you to execute um a drawing base form. So we're in this case we're gonna do a prism in a worm's eye view. So you're kind of looking upward in this case because that's pretty much like the worm's eye view. So in this perspective, uh, let's say you're gonna draw like a person from this view. In this case, since I'm gonna draw, oh shoot, my pen just had a different color. So in this case you gotta start drawing the character like let's say to make it easier. Um, oh yeah, definitely, it's much the same, but in this case it's kind of tricky because you gotta do the entire body. If you're gonna do the entire body, it's gonna be different. Let's say well the typical size for a person is pretty much eight heads worth. So that's pretty much the size of the regular adult from what I remember. So let's divide this. I'm just doing like I'm just making it on a easier method, so it's much more easier to like convey, I guess. Okay, let's add more. Let's make it adult size. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is pretty much the typical size of a human adult. In this case, you gotta draw the head first. So an entire head is pretty much like this. And since actually I'll just illustrate it for you so you kind of get the gist of like how I actually draw the size. And also, by the way, it's much more easier to draw the mannequin method. So if you got like a mannequin for drawing purposes, then you can pretty much use this like guide to like watch of how you actually draw a person. And we're here. This is the waistline. The waistline is pretty much a head's worth, and it's the top of the hips is also part of the head. So yeah, remember this is pretty much viewing this in worm view. So yeah, there's like differences on how you can actually draw it. Okay, so this is where the start of the thighs is, and then by the middle of the what's this, sixth and eighth box, just gotta draw the kneecap here and the kneecap here. Just connect it. And there we go. Once you reach the end, just put like a small ball over here so you can estimate where the ankle is. And it's pretty much uh like up to your measurements on like how you actually do the feet and stuff. There you go. And also the wrist always ends by the top of uh the the pelvic bone, because that's where the pockets are. So it's something like that. And you gotta make sure to make it like three-dimensional too, just like what I did. So there you go. That's how you do the perspective. And also, perspectives can be very tricky at times too, because there's also a matter of using a lot of foreshortening, which for example, in this artwork, I actually used like foreshortening too, because how should I say this? It's not gonna be shown. Already erased my guidelines, because with my artwork of Mr. Yawsons, you can see like this part is like very like to the back, and this one is like very much to the front. So that's pretty much an example of like a foreshortening. And also this one too, like you can see like over here you might see like the 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 wrist part of the forearm is kind of like getting smaller and smaller, because that's because it's going to the back of the body. So his um his arm can actually like lean into his waist, and you can see like the fingers are much more like bigger. So that's pretty much like how you do foreshortening. And also like the perspective here, because the head is much more nearer to like what the viewer is like looking at. That means the thicker the line is, the more it is near to the viewpoint of the viewer, and the more thinner it is, it's much more like farther and much more like refined, I guess. So that's how you pretty much use how you deal with like perspectives. But yeah, that's pretty much how my experience is. So I'm not sure if I'm very confident about that, but that's how I actually do my perspective and such. And the box method is pretty much like the surefire way to like, you know, just to be on the safe side if you're feeling like not confident about like drawing like freehand. Because that's how I did too when I applied to my college too. When they asked me to like draw something for my entrance exam, they actually had I actually did like a freehand, but since I was having a hard time like dealing with freehand drawings, like for example, I actually draw like a wallet. I actually drew my wallet, and I used like the box method as well, but yeah, it was very rough. But at least I passed it, because yeah, I'm kind of used to how to deal with like freehand stuff, at least, like even though it's still in the amateur stages, I guess. And yeah, just be confident about when you draw something, because for me, I do feel like not confident at times, because that's because I feel something is still missing, and it's not really because of like I didn't do much, but sometimes you gotta keep up on whether you're gonna be prideful if you do like a drawing or something, because sometimes overconfidence can actually like ruin your own drawing too, so be careful with that. All right, so doing the skin again. Else, oh, okay, I'm gonna erase these extra parts. Oh, oh, this is the because I remember when I was like trying to start up on drawing manga, because I started drawing using freehand before. So but it's just that when I draw characters like freehand, I tend to miss out on the perspective and the anatomy sometimes too. That's why I'm always very critical of myself whenever I try to like draw characters. And I actually started drawing like the box method, like somewhere in between. And it began, I think it began when I what was it? I think it began I think it began when I started drawing like light novel style artwork, because I actually used to do like light novel style too. Like I actually do like specific like serious like illustrations, and I actually put like because I got like original characters too, so I actually put like text of like their dialogue, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cringy. But I actually liked it. I actually learned using the luminosity layer because of that. That's why um light novel artworks are pretty much like pretty informative in a way too. It's just that it gets trickier once you actually use various um artist styles. Like for example, if you know the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, Noisy Ito's artwork is pretty much like on the plainer side, so it's much more easier to adapt to his style as a beginner because it's much more broader, I guess. And he had like, oh, she had like a distinct style. Like there's like the moe element to it. Like for example, the big round eyes. Well, my thing with like drawing is not drawing too much bigger eyes, and that's why I tend to like draw more mature looking characters, I guess, or maybe something like adolescent characters, like something aged between 15, no, not 15, like between 16 to 21 years old characters. Those are the characters that I mostly draw a lot. And I'm also used to draw a lot of like psychotic characters. So you might notice like if I draw like any certain specific smiles, they're much more like exaggerated like this one. And I pretty much based like their emotions on how Kiyotaka Haimura does it. And that's one thing that I stole from his art style. I think that's one thing about drawing too. Like I actually learned this from the anime Bakuman, that by studying under a specific like artist that you mentored for, you can actually like try to adapt to their own style. And I think I think one of the hold up, the Benkyo anime, was it, the We Can't Learn Anything. Let me see what title it is. Wait, I don't have it. No. I think the anime's title was called We Can't Learn. Was it? Himiko-san. Yeah, just let me see what the title is first. What? I don't have it. Oh, there we go. Boktachi wa Benkyo Dekinai. Yeah, I think it's We Never Learn. Yeah, that anime. I actually saw the art style for the first time, and I actually thought that it was the same creator as Nisekoi, and it turns out that it's not. And they have like both like similar like art styles in a way that I actually thought that it's um it's a work by the creator of Nisekoi, but it's not. So yeah, so it's something like that that has like distinct like similarities. And also like in Bakuman, Mashiro actually studied under well, not literally studied, but he actually worked as a assistant for Nizuma Eiji for Crow. and then he actually got he actually learned that he actually uses too much like screen tones and stuff. That's why his works are like very dark for like a shonen. So it's something like his art style was like similar to Bleach, if I have to put like a good example. And then he once he learns about that, then he actually quits being an assistant, and he works back with Shujin with Akito. And then he and then I think it was like around when they actually did their third work, which is called PCP, the Perfect Crime Party. That's pretty cool too. Like they actually like showed us like the development of like these characters and like how their art style actually improved or actually changed for the best. And well, in Akito's case, it's just that his side of things is mostly the story. So um, it's pretty hard for him in his case too, because he gotta think up of like a lot of stuff to like deal with coming up with like plots and like what ideas can Mashiro can actually draw. Because from what I remember, Mashiro will actually draw something that actually matches to like what he wants to draw. And I think at some point by near the end, he actually went back drawing basing on a script instead of like relying on Shujin's like crappy like name. Well, not I'm not talking about the name though, but the actual like manuscript called Name. And I remember I was something like that back in high school too. I actually drew a lot of like manuscripts, but they're mostly drafts at that point. So I can't really call it manuscripts. Let's see. I think I can still leave this shine over here. Um, okay. Maybe I can erase this yellow parts. We're actually almost done, guys. All right, just a moment, guys, because someone's knocking on my door. All right, I'm back. I mean, we're pretty much almost done, so it's just a few more minutes. Okay, I'm gonna erase this part. Actually, I forgot to put out the meat for for tonight's dinner, so my brother was like pissed off. Okay. Oh shoot, I forgot the insignia. Oh my, oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm sorry, Yo-san. I forgot this. I mean, I can still do, I, I guess I can just add it later on. But yeah, so for now, yeah, I'm pretty much done. Here we go, guys. This is Mr. Yo-san. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. And this, there we go. So there we go. And that's my artwork of Yosan. I actually didn't include the sword because that's gonna take up too much time, I guess. So I'll just do an artwork next time of him if I get the chance again. How often do you stream? Well, that's the thing, cause I'm not good at like doing like schedules and stuff, so it really depends. But yeah, I'll give you guys like a note if I'm able to like come up with like a strict like a stable like schedule. Because this week I think I got another this week I got another stream. Like I think it might be tomorrow because it's pretty much just a chat only stream. So that's pretty much my only hint of like what's gonna be the upcoming stream will be. But I'm gonna be doing another drawing stream sometime in the near future. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, because that's the thing. I actually asked to get like a reference picture of him, but I never got like a full body, so it's pretty much only half. But I've actually seen some of his like thumbnails that have like the entire like drawing, but it's not that clear from what I can see. So uh yeah, I pretty much improvised a bit. But yeah, so anyways, this concludes my drawing stream. Thank you very much for dropping by, and shout out again to Arteza 01795. Thank you very much for dropping by, and I appreciate the company. Like, I hope I can see you next time because I don't really get that much viewers because of time constraints, I guess. Because tomorrow I actually have work, so I doubt I'm gonna get like enough time to like stream this long. You can, as you can pretty much like see on the timeline of the video, it's something like around 3:40 minutes or something, like 3 hours and 48 minutes. So it's like pretty much almost 4 hours at most. And yeah, I guess my typical drawing stream really does take like 4 to 5 hours, I guess, in one sitting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyways, oh, thank you very much too, and I hope you learned something from it too, because yeah, I pretty much try to teach something new if there's someone who's very new to like drawing digitally or maybe traditionally. I can pretty much taught you guys what I know, so you guys can get better too, like how I did too. But in my case, it's pretty much a lot of trial and error, so it really took a lot of time for me. But it's nice to have someone actually like teach you art like directly, be it like via online or like personally, you know. So you can pretty much see like the changes, and you actually like can see like closely like how this guy does his stuff, you know. So yeah. So yep. All right, I'm gonna end this stream now. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. All right, see you guys. Bye.